G'day folks, it's a Royal Colonial boy with you once again. What I'd like to do is, you may have seen an earlier version of my attempt at singing my version of Daniel with the legendary Sir Elton John, and as rough as guts as that was, I would like to not delete it because some of the things I said on that are true to my heart, and it's as much a dedication to my son as it is to Sir Elton John. And so for those reasons, I'm actually going to preserve that particular version, even though it's as rough as guts. And I sing too high. I know that. I'm not a great singer, but I'm enthusiastic. The main thing is I'm going to have a crack doing a better version of it. So there'll be 3 versions of Daniel on my YouTube channel, which is the Royal Colonial Boy. Funny that. One is the a cappella version, which I think is quite okay, and it features Gracie, my retired greyhound, and I think that'll go over quite popular, especially with the ladies. They'll love that, and even teenagers will like that, because whilst I was in the middle of it, Gracie, my retired greyhound, wanted to go out and do a pee-pee or a caca, and I just carried on. It reminded me of that classic track of the Foo Fighters when they were recording a music video, and his gorgeous little daughter came out and said, "Daddy, when are we going swimming?" or "When are we going to the pool?" and to his great credit, Dave GROHL stopped the recording in the garage right there and then, and all the band, they just burst out laughing. And at one, they all put down their musical instruments, and yes, father and daughter did indeed go swimming. And a hot summer's day that was, and it's refreshing to see musos with their priorities in the right order. Now, what I'm getting at in a very roundabout, verbose way is I wanted to keep that original version because I said some nice things about Sir Elton John, and I stand by them. And whilst I'm not gay myself, I'm certainly inclusionist, which I think is something that is sadly lacking in today's world. I think more people need to be inclusionist in their thinking, otherwise they'll be sinking. Like when I go to a club, if I see people sitting alone, and I've seen them a few times sitting alone, that pretty much tells me that, well, especially in a remote town, they need a bit of company. So somebody owes it to themselves as a fit and proper human being to just go up and strike up a conversation with that person, male or female, without any hidden agenda, because it just might be the only time that person's had any conversation with another member of the human race. Even if it's a "G'day, how you going?" that just might make their day. You don't know. Now, with Sir Elton John, he faced some demons when he was growing up, indeed, and he didn't think he was very attractive. He had hang-ups about his hair. Who hasn't? But the thing is that he found a way of dealing with all these problems, and that is to be commended. And on a smaller scale, each and every one of us can borrow on that strength of people like Sir Elton John and people like Dave GROHL of the Foo Fighters, and learn something, that there are other things that are more important than being famous. There are other things more important than being rich. The most important thing is how you treat your fellow human beings. Now, I haven't done a great job of that, I know, but there's been some people in my life that have stood by me through thick and thin, and there's only a handful of them that I regard them as my friends, my forever friends. The others I see as pretty much fair weather friends, and that's fine. It is judgmental. I can't hide from that fact. It's just some of them piss me off, but my problem is I don't varnish things. I don't put on a window dressing. If I like a person, they know it. If I don't like a person, they also know it. And it's John Neal's fault, my editor at the Liverpool Champion 40 years ago, telling me, "You've got to nail your colours to the mast. Let people know what you truly think, what you truly believe in, what you're passionate about." So without any further ado, I'm going to sing this version of Daniel. This will be the third version I've done. One is a cappella, one is with Sir Elton John, which wasn't so good, but because of the nice things I said, I want to keep that version. So hopefully I'll get everything right this time, and Gracie won't interrupt, and we'll get through this version of Daniel. So the preamble has gone on way too long, but we'll just let the tape roll, shall we? Okay, take 3. This is My Son Daniel, revised lyrics by Lord Reagan, 2015, the Royal Colonial Boy, to the tune of Sir Elton John's Daniel. Oh crap, you got a fucking head. Get on with it, get off. Fuck off, British paints. Sure can. Here we go. I've got to sing low. Daniel was flying alone on a plane. He and his girlfriend were now heading for Spain. Oh, I missed my chance to hug Daniel goodbye. I love my son Daniel. Couldn't wait till he got back. He said Spain was fun, but his dad's never been. Daniel said running the bulls just had to be seen. Oh, but after 2 months he had quite enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Daniel, my smart son, you are younger than me. Do you still feel the same about your dad? Will it heal? Our eyes have dried, and you know more than I. Daniel, you're my star up in the night sky. If there's been a better tune ever written, I'd like to know. Thank you, Sir Elton John. Who's the next bit? Oh, Daniel, my smart son, you are younger than me. Do you still feel the same about your dad? Will it heal? Our eyes have dried. You now know more than I. Daniel, you're my star up in the night sky. Daniel, we're traveling tonight on a plane. It's been 20 years since your first visit to Spain. Oh, and traveling together but waving goodbye. I love my son Daniel. I'm just so thrilled that he came back. Oh, and I love my Daniel. I'm just so thrilled that he came back. Original work by Bernie Taupin, first performed in 1972 by the great Sir Elton John. Revised Lyrics 2015 by the Royal Colonial boy, Lord Reagan. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.